They say parenting is the most rewarding experience in the world, a journey filled with love, joy, and unforgettable moments. But what if it turns into a nightmare, a living horror story that no parent should ever have to face? Story number 1, The Silent Cry. Parenting comes with its fair share of sleepless nights, but for Olivia, a young mother living alone with her newborn daughter, the nights became something far worse, a living nightmare. It started with little things, a missing baby bottle, a toy that she swore was in the crib, but somehow ended up across the room. At first she brushed it off. Maybe she was just tired. Maybe she misplaced them. But then she started hearing it, a faint whisper, low, almost like a breath, coming from the baby monitor. She would rush to her daughter's room, heart pounding, but every time she got there, silence. The baby lying still in her crib, staring up at the ceiling with wide, unblinking eyes. Then one night, Olivia decided she had enough. She set up a baby monitor with video recording. If something was happening, she wanted proof. And that proof came faster than she expected. That night, she woke up to a noise. Not a cry, not a coo, but a hushed, murmuring voice coming from the monitor. Her blood ran cold as she reached for her phone and checked the live feed, and there it was, a dark figure, standing over the crib. It wasn't moving, just standing there, leaning over her daughter. Her breath caught in her throat. She wanted to scream, to run, but her body felt frozen. Then all at once she snapped out of it. She bolted from her bed, ran down the hall and threw open the nursery door. Empty. The room was still, the air thick with an eerie quiet. Her daughter was awake, staring up at her, completely silent. But then Olivia noticed something. Tiny red scratches along the baby's arms. She checked the crib. The blankets, nothing sharp, nothing that could have caused them. A cold realization settled in. Whatever she had seen on the monitor, it had been real. And worse, it wasn't gone. Because as she stood there, holding her baby close, she heard it again, a whisper, but this time it was right behind her. Story number 2, The Nanny Cam Nightmare. Like most parents, Emily and Jake just wanted the best for their daughter, Lily. When Emily had to return to work, they decided to hire a nanny. After weeks of searching, they found someone perfect, kind, experienced, and highly recommended. She bonded with Lily right away, and everything seemed fine, at least at first. Then, small things started feeling off. Lily became quieter. She no longer laughed as much. Some nights she woke up screaming, but when Emily or Jake rushed to her room, she wouldn't say what was wrong. "She won't let me," Lily whispered. That was enough for Emily to start worrying. So, without telling anyone, not even the nanny, she and Jake installed a nanny cam in Lily's room, just in case. The next morning, while Lily was still asleep, Emily checked the footage. What she saw made her stomach drop. At 2:33 a.m., the nanny entered Lily's room. She stood over the bed, staring at the little girl. At first, she didn't move. Then, she began whispering. Emily turned up the volume. The words weren't in English. They weren't in any language she recognized. It sounded wrong, like a chant. Panic flooded her. She was about to wake Jake when something else caught her eye. In the corner of the screen, just behind the nanny, Emily's breath hitched. She rewound the footage, watching again. At 2:35 a.m., the shadow shifted, grew taller. It looked like a person, but its features were blurred, like it didn't belong. And then it turned its head. Not toward Lily, toward the camera. Emily slammed the laptop shut. That thing, whatever it was, had seen her. But the worst part, the nanny had never mentioned anything, never acted scared, as if she knew it was there all along. Story number 3, The Voices in the Walls. When the Carter family moved into their new home, they thought it was a dream come true, a fresh start, a peaceful neighborhood, a house filled with history and charm. Their 2 kids, Noah and Lily, were excited, especially Noah. The 6-year-old spent hours exploring every corner of the house, laughing, playing, talking, even when no one was around. At first, his parents thought nothing of it. "Who are you talking to, buddy?" "Noah, V.O. My new friend. He lives in the walls." His parents chuckled. A typical imaginary friend. Nothing to worry about. Until the noises started. Late at night, faint footsteps echoed through the halls. Soft knocks came from inside the walls, first in Noah's room, then in the hallway, then in theirs. Lily, Vo. "He's watching me." They found her curled under the covers, shaking. But when they checked the house, nothing was there. Then came the night that changed everything. Mrs. Carter woke suddenly, feeling uneasy. The room was quiet, too quiet. Then she saw him, Noah, standing in their doorway, his small frame outlined by the dim light from the hall. Her heart pounded. "Mom," V.O. "Noah, what's wrong, sweetheart?" "Noah, Vo. Mommy, he wants to come out now." A chill ran down her spine. Slowly she turned to look, and that's when she saw it. Tiny fingernail scratches appearing on the wall. Not from the outside, from the inside. These stories prove that sometimes the scariest part of parenting isn't the late-night feedings or temper tantrums, but the things we can't explain. Which story gave you chills? Let me know in the comments below, and if you want more real-life horror stories, make sure to like this video, subscribe to True Nightmares, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a terrifying tale.